Hello boys and girls, Mrs. McPherson here. I want to give you an example of a problem that you will come across during your practice buddy today. Okay, so for this example, we are adding and subtracting more than one fraction. So we have multiple fractions here, and we have two different operations that we need to solve. Okay, so this is really no different than what we've been doing. We now just have an extra step in our process. All right, so the most important part is these parentheses here. They tell us to solve them first. Okay, so you want to solve what's in the parentheses first. You always have to do the parentheses first. So that means we're doing 1/15 plus 1/15. Luckily, they have the same denominator, so they're very easy to add. So we get 2/15. Okay, so now I need to do the rest of my problem. So now I need to do 1/3 minus 2/15. So for that, I need to follow my standard procedure of subtracting fractions. Find the least common denominator first. So let me make my chart. I'll put my 3 facts in. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And I'll do my 15. And I notice right away that 15 is my common denominator. Okay, so I need to rewrite 1/3 so it has a 15 in the denominator. So what did I need to multiply by 3 to get 15? Well, if I look at my chart here, I needed to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that means my numerator, I have to do 1 times 5, and I will get 5/15. Okay, so if I were to rewrite my problem now, I have 5/15 minus that 2/15 I got from my first part. So I'm doing 5 minus 2 and I get 3/15 as my answer. Okay, now this also connects to something I showed you yesterday where you may need to simplify your answer. So actually let me erase, let's just look at the 3/15. And let's talk about simplifying again. Okay, so remember, simplifying is going from a fraction and you want it to have the smallest amount of pieces at the end as possible. Okay, not every fraction can be simplified, but we can check to see if this one can be. And to do that, I need to make my list of factors. Okay, so for 3, I need to think, what are the possible multiplication problems that will give me 3 as an answer? Well, that's pretty easy. It's just 1 times 3. There's no other multiplication problem that will give you 3. Okay, for 15, I have 1 and 15. I also have 3 and 5. So let me rewrite these so they're in a order from least to greatest. Okay, so if I look at these two sets of numbers here, I need to find the biggest number that they have in common. And if you notice, that is 3. So I can divide 3 out of my numerator and my denominator. So as a simplified fraction, I would get 3 divided by 3 is 1. 15 divided by 3 is 5. So you get 1/5 as your simplified answer. Okay, so that is how to do add or subtract, or add and subtract with more than one fraction. Okay?